Hi there, Cricket here with a review slash tutorial on True and Pure Textures Upart wig in the texture Jasmine Coil. So to make life easier, I am going to actually start off by shampooing the Upart wig while I'm in the shower, especially because my hair is already wet and I already shampooed my hair. It's just easier to apply the wig in the shower and then shampoo it while it's on my head. And I'm going to make sure that I shampoo in the downward direction, the direction of the strands, and making sure to also rinse out all of that shampoo. I am also going to go ahead and detangle while I'm in the shower. So I'm using some conditioner and detangling from ends to roots. I'll make sure to rinse out the conditioner and then I'm set to go. Now we style our hair. One of the things that we want to do is we want to take each section in smaller pieces because we're going to do a wash and go. So I re-wet it a little bit in case it's a little dry, and then I grab whatever kind of gel I want and I apply that from roots to ends. Now, I like it to be a little bit more defined because, again, I have 4C hair and I want it to look natural. So I actually shingle the hair to make sure that it gets those strands a little bit more evenly coated with that gel. Then I do the same thing all over my head, working my way from the roots to the ends, and I make sure that I shingle so that I can coat the hair. And if you need to apply water again to really get it saturated with the gel, feel free. Just in case you need another look, listen, do you see this? This definition is amazing. Like, I love it. So I'm finishing up on the other side. I added my gel, working my way from roots to ends. And now I'm just going to go through and I am going to saturate it a little bit more, make sure that it all is coated the way that I want it to be. And girl, listen, I'm ready for this to begin drying. So for those who don't know, I actually had damage in the leave out area of my hair. And so I chopped it off into a TWA and it is growing back and it's growing back a little faster than I actually imagined. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to part my hair with my fingers. I really don't want defined lines because it's not going to blend well if I decide to part it. So I'm just going to part with my fingers and I'm going to twist these sections. Those of you with longer hair in the front and your leave out area, you actually want to do the same thing. Try your hardest not to part your hair. The goal is to make sure that your hair blends seamlessly with the U-part wig. Once that's finished, we can take off our wig and we can make sure that she dries. Now we're going to prep our hair. We're going to make sure that we secure those braids under a stocking cap, and then we're going to place the stocking cap where the leave out is still showing so that we can make sure it dries overnight. It's the next morning and it's time to put her on. So we're going to make sure that we securely install her. I always start off with the front clips first because it just allows me to see where I want to really have her placed. And then I go to the back of my hair and I use the clip back there. I secure it and I also do the straps if necessary. Then I take a little oil and I go ahead and go in with those twists and make sure that they're good and oiled, and then I start to unravel them. Unraveling can be a little tricky sometimes, and that's why I always encourage everyone to have oil on their fingers. It really prevents the unnecessary frizz. Now, here's another real good trick I was taught. Take that bobby pin, take a little bit of that hair, and then push it under. See? It's blending already, girl. Okay, ladies, this is where you part at, or at least this is where I part at, because I feel like it just blends a lot easier. I apply my edge control here on my middle part, and then I take my brush and I make sure that I really get her down in there. Why? Because it's going to give that like smooth look, and then it's going to go into those curls. See how it's starting to blend in a lot easier? It's like it's really coming from my scalp versus just sitting on top. So you can clean up that part as much as you want to, but again, always try and make sure that you're blending it so that it looks natural. You want it to look like it's coming from the root of your hair. Now what I do is I go in with my fingers and I kind of intertwine my hair into the hair of the wig. See how it kind of starts to really blend in seamlessly? I found that blending is typically a challenge for most women. So here's that trick again. You take that pin and then you just push it over so that it blends in with your hair. You really want it to look natural, ladies. You want it to look like it's growing from your scalp. Do you see this? So if you know me, the goal here is to really get this hair to look like it is my personal 4C hair wash and go. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to separate these curls so that it causes just a little bit of frizz like my personal wash and goes. Because the goal is for people to walk up and really think that this hair is growing out of my scalp. And guess what? I think I've got that accomplished. As you can tell, I really love this hair. This Upart wig is amazing. I'm going to drop the details of this wig in the description box. If you have any questions or if you really like it, feel free to comment below and make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. All right, ladies, see you later.